Hi guys, welcome to this Excel module. In this session I want to have a look at the Xlookup function versus the Vlookup and the Hlookup function. So on this first screen I've got a Vlookup example and then the Xlookup example. So first of all, the normal Vlookup would work like this. If I go equals Vlookup, open the bracket, look at my name, go and find it in this table, comma, which column do I want? I want sales 2, comma, and I want an exact match 0, or you can put false. Close the bracket and that should bring back the sales figure. Format that to pounds, like so. So that is correct, it's worked. Now you then have to pull this across, but before you do that you would have to $sign things. So let's just $sign this range, or you could name the range. So that would then pull across, and then you'd have to go and lock the first cell as well, because obviously that's changing. So it all becomes quite cluttered. So these need to be changed. So I'll need to change that back to H4, and I also need to change this to a 3. So it's now getting a bit long-winded. I won't bother doing any more. So that's the shop 34, that's correct, and you pull it across. Now I'm going to delete that off because there's an easier way of doing that, even with a VLOOKUP. So I do that again, equals VLOOKUP, open the bracket. So I'm looking at my name, comma, I'm looking at this data array, which normally I would name but I haven't, comma. Now if you use this squiggly bracket in Excel, you can put 2, 3, 4, 5, close the squiggly bracket, and then 2, still want an exact match, so 0, close the bracket, tick, and it fills it in for you already. That doesn't want to be in pounds, so you need to change that back to general. So if you didn't know that, you would have to do that manually like I did at the first off. Now the Xlookup works slightly different, and it's a bit more flexible, and once you get into it you'll probably find that it is the one that you'll always go for, your go-to function. Equals Xlookup, open the bracket. So I'm still looking at that, comma, where am I looking? I'm looking down the names, this list, comma, what do I want to return? I want to return sales. Now there is a few other arguments there, but I'm not going to use those just yet. So default is exact match. I don't need to worry about a 0 like I do in the VLOOKUP. I'm just going to press return and it fills it in. So again, it's not formatted, but this is the same result. Now I haven't got it across there, but this is where it gets clever. So if I just do that again, equals Xlookup, look at my name, comma, look down the list of names, comma, and then just highlight all of the columns that you want. So instead of typing 2, 3, 4 like I just did a minute ago, I can just do that. I missed one out. Didn't highlight that. But you get the idea, and these all want to be formatted to pounds, so you've got them like so. Now for me to pull this down I would need to lock this, which I don't particularly want to do, but you'll get the idea. So that's the basic how Xlookup works. Now this sales bucket is what I want to show you why Xlookup is slightly better than VLOOKUP, and let's have a look at this. So what I want to know is whether these sales numbers, so that says number of sales 4, 5, 6, what group does that drop into? So it should be dropping into that one, 400 to 500. That's what I want to see. So the VLOOKUP would be equals VLOOKUP, open the bracket, you're looking at that, comma, now your table is this table, comma, but you don't want an exact match, because that says 456 and 456 isn't in there, so we want column 2, so let's do 2. An exact match is not, we want this one, so that's going to be true, or you can put -1. -1, close the bracket, click the tick. So it's saying 4 to 500, so that is correct, and then you would have to $sign that table, or name the table, or create a table. Pull that down. Okay, what have I not $signed? I didn't $sign it for some reason. Thought I did. Now I have, so pull that down. There we go. Now the Xlookup, let's do that one, equals Xlookup. Lookup value is still that. Lookup table is this, comma. Return table is this. Now, comma, we can leave that one blank, comma, exact match or the next smallest item, -1. That's what I want. Close the bracket, click the tick, you get the same answer. I have to $sign the table or name the table. And this time, you're going to have to $sign both of these tables. If you're going to pull this down, which I am, FN F4, tick, pull it down. So you might be sitting there thinking, well, they're both exactly the same, but this is where it goes slightly wrong for Vlookup. If I click into this table and start messing about with the search, you can see now I've got some NAs because this table has to be sorted for Vlookup to work properly. Whereas you can see the Xlookup is still saying below 100, which is correct for that one. So we've got NA there. So there's where it starts to get a bit of a benefit. It is a lot easier to use as well, I think. The fact you can just drag over a few columns rather than messing about with the 2, 3, 4, even like that. Worse still if you type it out manually 2, then 3, then 4, and all that sort of stuff. So far superior. Now, in terms of Hlookup, normally, so I have used names on this one, so I've called this cell PCs. It's a little drop down list. Looking at this list, which is called computers, and this yellow table here is called records. So Hlookup would be equals Hlookup, spell it right, Hlookup, lookup value would be that, comma, your table array would be all of this, comma, the row you want first off is 2, comma, an exact match 0, close bracket, tick, PC5, 8 gigabytes, and then you're pulling that down. So I only named this bit computers, so that was a mistake of mine. I should name the whole thing, but never mind. So if I'm going to pull that down now, I need to $sign that. So that's Hlookup, but let's do it with Xlookup. So we're only remembering one function, Xlookup, not V and H. So equals Xlookup, lookup value, that, PC, comma, lookup array, this one, computers, comma, and return array is going to be records, all of these records. And that's all I want. So I can just press enter on that and whap, straight in there. Drops it straight in, PC5, I change the PC over to PC1. PC1 appears, so that is the Xlookup instead of the Hlookup. It takes a little bit of getting used to if you're so used to doing VLOOKUPs and things like that, but it is a far superior beast. So a little spill message going there because I accidentally typed into that cell, which is what spill's all about, telling me I can't do that. It is a far superior tool, and it will be, I think, common for Excel users going forward. So that's the end of this little session. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you start using the Xlookup. Thank you for your time.